Hello friends, and welcome once again to e-classroom of Ahmednagar College, Ahmednagar. Dear friends, today we are going to see again bills of exchange. That means second session in our bookkeeping and accountancy. In previous some lectures, we have studied that what is bill of exchange, what are the various parties of bill of exchange, and how bill of exchange is prepared and why it is prepared, necessity of bill of exchange. In this section, we are going to see some more important information about bill of exchange. Bills of exchange have so many instruments such as bill of exchange, promissory notes, but they are though similar but also different to each other. In last some lectures we have studied bill of exchange. Again we are going to see about promissory note in bill of exchange. Definition of promissory note. As per Negotiable Instrumentation Act, a promissory note is an instrument in writing, not being a bank note or a currency note containing an unconditional undertaking signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only to or order of certain person or bearer. Here one definition of promissory note is given. That means promissory note is an instrument, same like bill of exchange, in writing, but it does not include banknote, currency note, which also are the promise given. But here a promise given by the maker itself. It is also unconditional undertaking to pay certain sum of money after a certain period. That is a promissory note. Here two things we can see in difference in the promissory note and bill of exchange. One is promissory note is a promise given by the maker, but bill of exchange is an unconditional order which is given by a drawer or to the drawer. And bill of exchange is prepared by drawer or creditor, but here in case of promissory note, it is prepared by a maker itself who has to pay the amount. Let us see one specimen of promissory note here. You can see it on your screen. Promissory note, it is same like bill of exchange. Here stamped, then on right hand side the maker's name and address, date, and amount of the promissory note. Then again the sentence is same like bill of exchange. You can see 3 months after date I promise. That means a maker himself promise here to pay Bipinsi, this pay, or his order to sum of rupees 20,000 only for the value received. And signature of the maker, that means Prakash Darvi, and it is then presented or given back to the creditor, to Sunil Kamble, MG Road, Ahmednagar. This is a specimen of a promissory note. It is similar like bill of exchange. Now, we must know some important terms of bill of exchange before going to the practical examples of bill of exchange. So let us see some important terms of bill of exchange. Number one, term or tenure of bill. That means period of bill. The term of bill means a period of time after which bill becomes payable. Maybe in months or in days, 2 months, 3 months, 20 days, 30 days, 50 days. Then draft. A bill before acceptance is a draft. That means a bill of exchange, when it is prepared, it is the draft at that time, until and unless it is accepted by the drawee. After acceptance, it will be bill of exchange. Days of grace. Here, 3 extra days will be allowed by law to the drawee for making the payment of bill. That means After due date, 3 grace days will be there. It will be added in due date. However, days of grace will be not allowed for the bill on a demand or site because it will be payable as soon as it is demanded. Then next term is holder. Any person who is in possession of bill of exchange and is entitled in his own right to receive the amount. That means a drawer may be the holder or to whom he endorsed the bill. Holder in due case. A holder in due case means a person who holds that bill, who obtains that instrument for valuable consideration in good faith and before maturity. That means when the bill is holded by any person, he will be holder in due course. Types of bills. Let us see which are the types of bills here. Trade bill. This bill of exchange, which is drawn by a creditor, we can also call him as drawer on his debtor, but for valuable consideration. काहीतरी मोबदल्यासाठी हे ट्रेड बिल इथं तयार केलं जात आहे. Second, accommodation bill. A bill of exchange which has been drawn for mutual financial accommodations, but not for valuable consideration, without any valuable consideration. काही मोबदला नाहीये तिथं आणि या अशा बिलाला आपण अकोमोडेशन बिल असे म्हणणार आहोत. इनलँड बिल, a bill which is drawn between two parties but located or reside in the same country. If drawer and drawee both are from same country, it will be inland bill. For example, drawer and drawee are from India, they will be the bill will be inland bill. Foreign bill, when the bill which is drawn in one country and made payable in another country. For example, it is drawn in India and payable outside India. It will be a foreign bill. Then further bill is classified as under, let us see, after date bill. That means bill is payable at a fixed period, but the due date of bill is calculated from date of bill drawn. मित्रांनो हे अतिशय महत्वाचं आहे. आफ्टर डेट बिल, तुम्ही ज्यावेळेस बिल ऑफ एक्सचेंज तयार करताल, ड्यू डेट काढताल, त्यावेळेस हे अतिशय महत्वाचं आहे. इथं आफ्टर डेट बिल कधी म्हणायचं आहे? व्हेन द बिल इज पेबल आफ्टर a fixed period, but the calculation of the period is counted from the date of bill drawn. बिल ज्यावेळेस तयार केले, ड्रॉ केले, तेव्हापासूनची डेट तिथं धरली जाते पुढे. And that is called as after date bill. After side bill, the due date of this bill calculated from the date of acceptance but not date of bill drawn. इथं काय मित्रांनो, आफ्टर साइड बिल म्हणजे काय? या बिलची जी डेट आहे ती ऍक्सेप्टन्स डेट पासून पकडली जाते, जो पिरियड आहे. डेट ऑफ बिल ड्रॉन तयार केल्याच्या तारखेपासून नाही, त्याला म्हणायचं आफ्टर साइड बिल. बिल पेबल ऑन डिमांड or at site. These bills are payable immediately on demand of payment. That means there will be no period of bill. It will be payable as soon as it is demanded by the drawer or the maker. And in this case, also grace days are not allowed for such bills. There will be no 3 days extra for this bill because it will be payable as soon as it is demanded. मित्रांनो इथं बिल पेबल ऑन डिमांड म्हणजे काय? तर हे जे बिल आहे मागता क्षणी त्याचे पैसे द्यावा लागतील आणि त्या बिलाला 3 दिवस ग्रेस धरता येणार नाही. Then honoring of bill of exchange. If the acceptor or drawee pays the amount of the bill on due date, it is known as honoring of bill. That means the payment of bill is made on due date. It will be honoring of bill of exchange. Dishonoring of bill of exchange. Dishonoring of bill of exchange means the acceptor does not pay or not able to pay the amount of bill to the holder of bill. It is called as dishonor of bill. मित्रांनो इथं dishonor of bill म्हणजे काय? बिलाचा अनादर. ज्या वेळेस ड्रॉवी बिलाचे पैसे देऊ शकत नाही किंवा देत नाही, अशा वेळेस ते बिल अनादर झालं किंवा डिसऑनर झालं असे आपण म्हणू. Bill may be dishonored in two ways. There are two ways in which the bill may get dishonored. Dishonor by non-acceptance. That means drawee does not accept the bill. The bill is get nahi drawee. In that case, the bill will be dishonored. In second case, dishonor by non-payment. When drawee makes default in payment on due date. That means on due date, drawee doesn't pay the bill amount. And in that case, the bill is said to be dishonored. And on dishonor of bill, acceptor becomes liable to pay the amount along with the legal expenses for dishonor which is incurred and by the holder on account of dishonor. Noting of dishonor. After dishonoring of bill, there must be some proof, and proof which can be produced in court also, and which may be legal proof of that dishonor of bill. So in that case, that bill will be noted by the notary public. And noting means recording of the facts of bill dishonor by a notary public. It is a proof of bill dishonor and can be used to sue the drawee, and also presented or can be produced to the court as a proof. And protesting. After dishonoring of bill, notary public then certifies the bill, and this certificate is known as protest. Protest is a certificate which is formal in nature and attests the fact of dishonor of a bill based on noting. मित्रांनो इथं नोटिंग म्हणजे काय, तर एक नोटरी पब्लिक असतात बघा, सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंटने अपॉइंट केलेले. ते काय करतात, बिल ज्यावेळेस डिसऑनर होतो त्यावेळेस त्याचे नोटिंग करतात. रजिस्ट्रेशन म्हणतो आपण त्याला, आणि त्याला आपण नोटिंग असे म्हणतो. Notary public. A notary public is a legal practitioner or a public servant appointed by central or state government, having a power of attestation of foreign documents or important documents, of noting and protesting of dishonored bill exchange and promissory notes. Noting charges. Charges paid to the notary public for noting the bill is called as noting charges. Then noting charges are initially paid by the holder of the bill, a person who holds the bill, and after dishonoring the bill, he notes that bill, and the charges will be paid by him. And subsequently recovers the amount from the person who is primarily liable to it. And of course, noting charges are paid by the holder but borne by the drawee. Afterwards, the charges are recovered from the drawee. Classification of bills for accounting. Let us see how the bill of exchange is classified for accounting purpose. You can see bills receivable. The bill of exchange is treated as bills receivable by the person who draws the bill. That means drawer or creditor. For drawer, that bill of exchange is bills receivable, and bills receivable is an asset of the drawer, and it is shown by the drawer on the asset side of balance sheet. At the same time, bills payable is a bill of exchange is treated as bills payable by the person who accepts the bill. That means acceptor, or we can say drawee. And for that purpose, bill of exchange is a liability, or bills payable is a liability to the drawer. It will be shown by the drawee on liability side of balance sheet. Date of maturity, it is very important. Date of maturity or due date of bill. The date on which a bill falls due for payment is known as date of maturity or due date. मित्रांनो, इथे ड्यू डेट आपल्यासाठी महत्वाची आहे. ड्यू डेट म्हणजे काय? ज्या दिवशी बिल ते पैसे देण्यासाठी तयार आहे किंवा ड्यू आहे, अशा वेळेस त्याला ड्यू डेट असे म्हणतो, डेट ऑफ मॅच्युरिटी. And if the due date falls on public holiday, the payment of bill will be made on preceding working day. For example, you will see an example. For example, if the due date of a bill is 26th January, that means Republic Day, or 15th August, Independence Day, which are public holidays, then the payment of the bill will be made on 25th January and 14th August respectively. That means preceding day. However, in case of any emergency holiday, if there is emergency holiday on a due date, in that case, the payment will be made immediate on next working day. Types of due dates. Let us see which are the types of due dates. Nominal due date. Date which is calculated without adding days of grace to the period of bill is known as nominal due date. Here, one thing is important, that when the bill is due, that date is said as nominal due date without adding 3 grace days. But legal due date means when the bill is arrived for payment after adding 3 grace days. That means nominal due days add 3 days grace of bill, and after that it will become a legal due date by adding 3 days of grace. मित्रांनो, इथं ड्यू डेट अतिशय महत्वाची आहे. नॉमिनल ड्यू डेट काय आहे? तर ज्यामध्ये बिलाची मुदत संपल्यानंतर जी डेट असते तिला आपण नॉमिनल ड्यू डेट असे म्हणतो. मात्र त्यामध्ये 3 दिवस ग्रेस किंवा जादा पकडले जात नाहीत, त्यावेळेस त्याला नॉमिनल ड्यू डेट म्हणतो. आणि 3 दिवस त्याच्यात जास्त पकडले, ग्रेस पकडले, त्याला आपण लीगल ड्यू डेट असे इथं म्हणणार आहोत. For that purpose, let us see one example how to calculate due date in case of bills payable after date and tenure of bill given in months. Here one example is given for us. Let us see a bill dated 12th June 2020 is payable 2 months after date, and for this we have to calculate the nominal due date and also legal due date. So let us see with the help of this presentation particular day, month and year. I have made one format for this. Let us see. First, let us take the due date of bill, that is 12th June and 2020. Day 12, month 6 month, and year 2020. It is the date of bill. So add tenure of bill. You can see in the example it is given that a bill is payable after 2 months after date. That means plus period of bill, it is in months, given in months, so you must record it in month column. You can see 2 months. After that, add this nominal due date. We will get nominal due date. Day as it is 12, month 6 plus 2, 8, and year it is 2020 as it is. That we got nominal due date 12th August 2020. But again we have to add 3 grace days in there, days of grace. Now as these are days, we must record it in day column. 12 plus 3. Now again we'll go get a legal due date. 12 plus 3 is equal to 15. Then month will be 8. and year will be 2020. And so we got a legal due date 15th August and 2020. But here, the 15th August is as our Independence Day, it is a public holiday. In that case, the bill will be not payable on public holiday, that means 15th August. So, as per our rule, it will be payable or paid on the last day or preceding day, that is 14th August 2020. So here you can see how we have calculated the date of bill after bills payable after date and tenure of bill is given in months. You can see once again. मित्रांनो इथं आपण एक ड्यू डेटचं कॅल्क्युलेशन केलेलं आहे, तुम्ही पाहू शकता ड्यू डेट कशी काढायची. हा एक त्याच्यात आपण इथं फॉर्मॅटमध्ये ती ड्यू डेट काढलेली आहे. इथं आपल्याला अशी माहिती दिलेली आहे की बिल डेटेड 12 जून 2020 या तारखेचं बिल आहे तयार केलेलं आणि ते 2 महिन्यानंतर त्याचे पैसे द्यायचे. बिल ड्यू डेट 2 महिन्याची येणार आहे. पण आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये डेज ऑफ ग्रेस, नॉमिनल ड्यू डेट आणि लिगल ड्यू डेट या दोन्ही काढायच्यात. मग आपण काय केलंय, एक फॉर्मॅट तयार केलेलं इथं पर्टिक्युलर डे, मंथ आणि इयर. त्याच्यामध्ये डेट ऑफ बिल घेतलेली आहे दिवसामध्ये 12 तारीख, मंथमध्ये 6वा महिना आणि इयर 2020. त्याच्यामध्ये बिलाची मुदत टाकलेली आपण टेन्युअर ऑफ बिल 2 months. आता महिन्यात असल्यामुळे महिन्याच्या कॉलममध्ये टाकली आहे. नॉमिनल ड्यू डेट आपल्याला मिळालेली आहे डे मध्ये 12, मंथ मध्ये 6 + 2 8 and इयर मध्ये 2020. सो वी गॉट नॉमिनल ड्यू डेट 12th August 2020. प्लस त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला रूल प्रमाणे 3 दिवस ग्रेस म्हणून ऍड करायचे. ऍड डेज ऑफ ग्रेस ॲज दीज आर डेज, सो वी रेकॉर्ड इट इन डेज कॉलम. डे कॉलम मध्ये आपण लिहिलेले 3. मग आपल्याला लिगल ड्यू डेट इथं मिळते आहे ती म्हणजे 15th August 2020, 15 ऑगस्ट 2020. आता 15 ऑगस्ट आपल्याला माहिती आहे आपला स्वातंत्र्य दिन असल्यामुळे तो पब्लिक हॉलिडे आहे आणि त्या दिवशी बिलाचं पेमेंट काय होणार नाही. मग ॲज पर अवर रूल काय आहे, तर तो त्याच्या आदल्या दिवशी, ज्या दिवशी बिल ड्यू होतं, जर पब्लिक हॉलिडे असेल तर त्याच्या आदल्या दिवशी प्रेसिडिंग डे आपल्याला ते बिल द्यावं लागतं. मग त्याची डेट येईल आपल्याला 14th August 2020. Let us see one more example. Tenure of bill given in days. A bill dated 14th December 2019 is payable 90 days after date calculated the due date of the bill. Here the days are given. The date of bill is 14th December 2019 and which is payable after 90 days. Now the period is given in days. In previous example it was in months. So let us see how to calculate. Month, actual days, unexpired day. Here I have made one format: month, actual day, unexpired day. So month, let us December 2019, 31 days. Actual days of December. December महिन्याचे actual दिवस किती आहेत? 31 actual day. But unexpired days, that means 14 तारखेच्या पुढचे किती दिवस राहिलेले आहेत शिल्लक? That is 17. That means 31 minus 14 days. After that, January, we have all the days of January unexpired, that is 31 days. It will be 31 days, unexpired days. February 2020, 29 days, as it is a leap year, 29 days. Again, all the days are unexpired days, 29 days. March. Now first, you calculate these unexpired days and deduct it from 90 days. Whatever the days are remained, that will be the date of bill. You can see 31 days are there, actual days of March, and only 13 days are remained to complete the 90 days. And so our date, total days will be 90 days and nominal due date will be 13th of March 2020. But again we have to add 3 grace days, and so we will get the legal due date 16th March 2020. मित्रांनो, इथं परत आपण एक एक्झाम्पल पाहिलंय. त्यामध्ये जी मुदत आहे दिवसात दिलेली आहे, त्यामुळे आपण हा फॉर्मॅट घेतलेला आत्ताच आपण पाहिलं. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपण ऍक्च्युअल डेज, त्या महिन्याचे जे ऍक्च्युअल दिवस आहेत ते, आणि अनएक्सपायर्ड डेज म्हणजे जे पूर्ण झाले नाहीत ते दिवस घेतलेले आहेत. आणि आपल्याला इथं दिनांक मिळते 13 March 2020. So friends, today we have studied about some important terms of bill of exchange and how to prepare or how to calculate due date of bill. And in the next lecture, we are going to see some more important information about bill of exchange and more detailed examples of bill of exchange. Till then, be safe and bye.